It is time for us to talk about what Enzo Maresca did in the game between PSG and Chelsea. It was an interesting battle. PSG lined up in 4-3-3. Chelsea lined up in 4-2-3-1. Remember before this game, when the lineup came out, especially if you follow me on Facebook, Chelsea fans started complaining about one single player, which is Reece James. Chelsea fans were saying that the manager is gambling. I said that Enzo Maresca have given Chelsea the best, conditions to try and stifle PSG and win the game, because Enzo Maresca did his homework, planned it very well. But it's quite unfortunate that Chelsea fans do not believe in this manager. But I saw the light already from day one. The performance from Chelsea is amazing. Is incredible. It's something we've not seen something like this before. So what happened in this game? Chelsea played 4-2-3-1. Here is Cucurella. In the center pairing is Cowell and Chalobah. Why didn't he play Tosin here? Let me first of all explain. Enzo Maresca needed a player that can defend this wide area. So Tosin is a good player, but dragging him wide and running back is not the best for him. And Cowell and Chalobah have performed magic in these games, especially at the Club World Cup. And then in this position was Malo Gusto. In the middle, Chelsea played, center pairing in the middle was Reece James and then Caicedo. In attack, here is Cole Palmer, here is Enzo Fernandez. This position was Pedro Neto, and this is João Pedro. And on the other side, PSG played, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Beraldo, Nuno Mendes. In the middle, you already know. This is Neves, this is Vitinha, this is Fabian Ruiz. On attack, they played Cavastalia. Here is Due and Dembele. Remember, when the game started, normally PSG, they always try to kick the ball. During kickoff, they kick the ball around this area, just for them to compress these players, bring you back and start pressing immediately. But what Chelsea did in this game is that Chelsea was able to prepare very well. Enzo Maresca knew that the game plan is to go man-to-man. So what PSG does in this game, or normally do in a game, is that you will see in a position, because Pedro Neto will come here, Kopama will come here. So this is Neves. Neves' job is to come and press Caicedo. Then this is Enzo Fernandez, of course. Vitinha will hold Enzo Fernandez. Fabian Ruiz is tasked to, stop Reece James. So you can see, man-to-man, they go man-to-man. These ones try to hold each person one man. Each person one man. So this is what they try to do in attack. Then you have Dembele like this with these two central guys. So what Enzo Maresca does is that, okay, in this game, Neves is already attracted to Caicedo. One-on-one, Caicedo can feed that battle. This guy is attracted to, already Enzo Fernandez, and this one is attracted to Reece James. Look at this hole here. Leaving these people to be able to be one-on-one. What PSG does is that they press you so that you can easily kick the ball out and they will keep compressing you. So these guys were toiling, trying to go and press. Chelsea was able to find the combination. They pass the ball, Levi will pass the ball to Chalobah. This one will drop. As this guy is dropping, with Reece James, there's a pass from Chalobah to Reece James. Kopama is dropping here. You see, this defender now don't know. When he come to no man's land, he will not stay wide. Reece James will combine with Enzo Fernandez, and Enzo Fernandez will make this pass. Chelsea will now start opening the place up. Remember, because of this situation, the way Chelsea are playing, Malo Gusto will quickly now come this side to do 2-on-1 on Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes will now be confused. Who do I chase? Do I chase this guy? Or should I follow Kopama? If you try to defend space, Kopama is running. Try to come to Kopama. Kopama pass this ball to this guy. And that is why Chelsea constantly found joy in this pocket of space. Malo Gusto will gallop forward and go forward. Because of why is Malo Gusto making that move? The playing of Reece James. Because Malo Gusto does this job. Reece James is a defender that can also play as a midfielder, as a defender. So invariably, Chelsea are still defending with like 4. Because Reece James will be in and around this area, trying to stop all those moves from this guy. While Malo Gusto have the freedom to go forward, create that overload, punish them, and then when Chelsea are off the ball, Malo Gusto will return. And in some cases, Chelsea were able to vary it in the other way around. Pedro Neto also dropping here. These guys will make this pass, connect this guy, and then there's this other pass here to Pedro Neto. This Hakimi is already flying forward, trying to help do it here, and maybe Chelsea win the ball around this side, pass it quickly, and then look at this big hole. Pedro Neto is running in a no man's land, running at Marquinhos. What will Marquinhos do? Difficult for him, dragging him out wide. And then another problem they face in this game is that João Pedro is doing the job Dembele is doing for them so good that he drops shots. He's not playing like a striker, he's like playing like a false 9. He drops shot, receive the ball, combine with Pedro Neto, and start running. And that runs were very difficult for PSG. Nuno Mendes was caught in between mind. How do I do? What do I do? Should I go forward? How do I stop Kopama being into this position? And Malo Gusto supporting him. Remember, because Malo Gusto goes forward, Kopama is saying Malo Gusto goes forward. Chelsea can still handle these guys comfortably because Reece James can drop in a shoulder in this side, and then Enzo Fernandez here, then Caicedo here, they can see everything is still safe. Chelsea now use Cucurella to stop, Due, and Due is always coming here to drag Cucurella around so that they will find a space for Hakimi. In that case, you see Pedro Neto doing a good job that sometimes is even behind Cucurella, trying to stop that 2 versus 1. And whenever Chelsea have the ball, you see Pedro Neto sliding forward and running forward so much. And this cost PSG a lot of problems because they try to, like they said, they try to hold each other. And holding each other means that holding in this middle, like Enzo Maresca explained, these guys are here, this one is here, Nuno Mendes sometimes. Holding this guy means that Chelsea have a lot of space. You can see sometimes Levi Colwill will get the ball. There's that first goal Chelsea scored, or second goal, I think second goal. The ball bounced off, he was able to fake this player, was able to make this simple pass. It was easy that even Sanchez was constantly making this pass. PSG could not be able to live with it because the aim of PSG is to win the ball around this area. Win the ball and suffocate Chelsea, push them back, peg them back, punish them. But the problem is that Chelsea was not giving them the opportunity to win the ball back. So Chelsea was constantly suffocating them. That Dembele was lost in the game. He could not try to press this guy. Chelsea are too good. Goalkeeper is even joining to, even when Malagusto goes here, Kopama is here. This is Rhys James. Goalkeeper will now join and make them back for again. Instead of, normally goalkeeper is supposed to be here. Goalkeeper will now move in a position, and goalkeeper was also very good. So look at when they're trying to press. Trying to press Chelsea. This one is trying to press this guy. This one is trying to press the goalkeeper. Look, this one is trying. Look at what Chelsea creates. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4 is free against 1, 2, 3. That is basically what Chelsea did in this game. This goalkeeper just had to do this pass. And Chelsea was constantly punishing them because they could not be able to pinch the ball of the goalkeeper so that they can have numerical advantage. Remember, because of each person, they are going man-to-man aggressive, especially in attack. Goalkeeper now slided to be another center defense for Chelsea. Chelsea played very well. Chelsea punished them. In fact, Chelsea could have scored more goals in this game. If you watch when Delap came in, Delap could have scored. João Pedro could have scored a couple of goals, even Kopama, because the option was there. And whenever Kopama has this ball, look at the goal. First goal he scored, even the second goal. He faked them. They were running back because there's no cover. They know that they exposed. Faked this guy. Faked this one. Was able to come into this position, score. And then the second goal of Kopama, something we must not be able to take for granted. Second goal of Kopama is the run of Pedro. Pedro was dropping here. They passed the ball to Kopama. Kopama was running to this direction. Pedro made this run. That run took the defender or the marker like he doesn't know what to do again. I think that was Vitinha because he was around this area. That run, that's why I say when you see important players, Nicholas Jackson would have been running this side, blocking the angle. This guy just made that run, took this play away. Kopama was able to, this one was also here, was able to fake them, do another R2, score a goal. So Enzo Maresca prepared for them very well. They were pressing. They wanted to win. And, on secondly, Caicedo is a bigger match for João Neves. João Neves got a red card in this game because he was frustrated. Sometimes Cucurella will be asked to come in the middle, and then Caicedo will come this side so that Cucurella will help. Sometimes Enzo Maresca switched this position, kept on switching this position throughout the game. If you watch, the press in the positioning of the goalkeeper of Chelsea was so good because they want him to be here so this guy can suffocate this, but he was constantly being here, being an outlet for Chelsea players. Pass the ball, okay, you try to come. He passed this ball. This one tried to press. Look at this one, pass to this one. This one run to try to press. They make this pass immediately. Everywhere is opened up. Maresca is too good. I told Chelsea fans, if you don't believe in this manager, one thing I love about Maresca is that individually he makes this case-by-case basis. He studied the team case-by-case basis. Can you believe that Nuno Mendes will be totally cooked by Malo Gusto and Kopama? Totally cooked. Even Hakimi was caged out of the game. Cucurella was constantly being on front foot, jumping in. And Pedro Neto, man, the off-the-ball work this guy did, I need to give it to him. Incredible. And then Caicedo in the middle, Rhys James. And even when PSG tried to have the ball in their own half, normally now they have the ball in their own half, Chelsea will still send men forward. Chelsea will still come and press them. Press them like this. This is what Chelsea does to them. Chelsea does to them when they have the ball. This one will return. Chelsea will just press them too. pressed them so well that they will be even confused. What do they do? How do they do it? Chelsea was so good on the day, and this is incredible. All credit to Enzo Maresca. Studying, knowing that the gaps is on the channel because Vitinha is trying to come in the middle with Neves and Ruiz to hold the midfielders. He was able to position Copama in this huge space, and then Pedro Neto, and then using Malogusto as an auxiliary winger. And this is one of the things you need to watch more this season. A lot of teams will not be used because this is what Hakimi does for PSG. A lot of teams are now doing it. And Chelsea have a very young squad that can be able to do it and sustain it very well. Incredible performance. João Pedro goal, we know already. That dink was magnificent. Chelsea could have added a couple, but then for Chelsea to keep a clean sheet against PSG would have given Chelsea confidence. We are going into next season with the hope of winning the Premier League. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and let's go.